Good morning, I'm Nivareti Manu, and this is your morning news fix for Tuesday, 16th of July. In this update, the Republican National Convention is beginning in the United States after the attempted assassination of presidential candidate Donald Trump. Trump's expected to pick his running mate today. Meanwhile, a Florida judge has dismissed the criminal case accusing the former president of illegally keeping classified documents after leaving office. FSN correspondent Ira Spitzer told Ryan Bridge there's a sense of excitement in Milwaukee.
We don't know exactly when that's going to happen. The convention will proceed into the sort of later hours of the evening, so at some point we will expect to hear who that person is.
Concerns antibiotics are being prescribed to a large number of people who don't need them. The Public Health Communications Centre says we're one of the countries with the highest rates of antibiotic resistance, which makes bacterial infections difficult to treat. It's urging the Ministry of Health and College of Practitioners to set targets to reduce the unnecessary prescribing of antibiotics. Auckland University's Mark Thomas says any and all use of the drugs will contribute to antibiotic resistance.
A large part of the antibiotic use in New Zealand is for people who have viral infections where antibiotic makes no difference to the outcome.
Police officers in 3 neighbouring districts are facing far more assaults than the rest of the country. Data released under the Official Information Act shows counties Manukau, Waikato and Bay of Plenty have reported at least 100 assaults on officers yearly from 2021. In the past 4 years, there were at least 450 assaults reported in both of counties Manukau and Waikato and more than 500 in Bay of Plenty. Other districts have less than 100 assaults reported yearly. Could hiring freezes in hospitals across the ditch be the answer to our workforce shortage? Late last month, several Victorian hospitals announced temporary freezes as they grappled with budget pressures. Health Minister Shane Reti is aware of their situation and is encouraging his team to see how we could bring some people here.
I think particularly those New Zealand graduates who may have made their way to Australia, how we figure out how we might be able to entice them back is interesting to me and interesting to our team.
It comes ahead of a new health workforce plan, which Reti says is due out in the next month or so. A Wellington business collective celebrating a legal win against the council over car parking. The Thorndon Quay collective filed for a judicial review against Wellington City Council's move to replace angle parking on the street with parallel parks, reducing the number of spaces. It was escalated to the Court of Appeal, which ruled the council was in the wrong, failing to comply with the Local Government Act. The council doesn't have to change its plans for the street, but it's been ordered to pay the business's legal costs. In sport, a report has confirmed Chinese swimmers competing at the Paris Olympics will have been drug tested at least 8 times between the start of the year and the Games opening ceremony. The Stars have beaten the Steel 54-53 in ANZ Premiership netball action in Dunedin. Tennis player Erin Routliffe is number 1 in the world for women's doubles after reaching the Wimbledon final. And German authorities claim they had fewer security problems and crimes to deal with than expected from the European Football Championships. I'm Nivareti Manu, and that's your latest news fix. We'll be back with the next update at midday from the Newstalk ZB newsroom.